In this tutorial, I'll be simulating ROM in ModelSim. The first thing I'll do will be to create a new project. File, new project. I'm going to create an empty directory where my project is going to reside. So I'm going to look at that. Documents. This memory, ROM simulation 5. I click OK. I'm going to give it the project name of ROM. Add existing file. I have a particular file I named TB ROM simulation. It's my test bench, what I'm going to be using to simulate it. So this is what it looks like. Of course, for a ROM, you have the address, you have the clock, you have the output, and these are the assigned values to your address. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it in ROM simulation 5. I'm going back to ModelSim, add existing file, browse, TB ROM simulation. Okay. I need 2 more files. One will be ROM itself, the ROM module, because if you look at my test bench, I have device in the test, DUT, which is an instance of ROM. So I need quarters to create that file for me, as well as to create the initialization file. Going to quarters, I'm going to be creating a new project. Click next. There is a particular folder I call ROM extract quarters. It's empty. Remember, all I need from this project are 2 files, rom.v and the initialization file, which is an Intel format file. Intel format as in .hx. So I'm gonna have ROM S, just for some difference. Next, target the particular device I need to use. It's 9. This is 1.7. This one. What is it needed? Or you can do it. The first thing to do will be to create my initialization file, which happens to be my Intel formatted file, hexadecimal. Click OK. Leave the default. So in address 0, I'm going to give it a random value of 8. Address 1, 1. Address 2, 4. Address 3, 7. Address 4, 8. I'll save it as ROM initialization file. Next thing to do is to go to IP catalog tab or window, basic functions, and chip memory. ROM, right click on it, add component. If you remember, in my test bench, the module is named ROM. It has to be the same name here, so I'll call it ROM. Okay. Leave the default. Next. Next. Click browse to import the initialization file. Next. Leave the default. Leave the default. Finish. Click yes. Once that's done, you go to the particular directory for the quarters project and select this and this. That's about all I need for here. Copy them and paste them in my ModelSim directory. Now if you take a look at this file, you'd see that it targets the initialization file here, which implies that it has to be in the same directory. That the initialization file has to be in the same directory as this module. If it were in a different directory, of course, you'd have to indicate the file path to that directory here, but it's saved the way it is. Close that. go back to ModelSim, add existing file, browse, ROM. Okay, close. Right click on this, compile all. Successful. I'm going to simulate it. Click simulate, start simulation. Since we got our module from Quartus, there are some dependencies in that particular module, in the ROM module. So watch this. It says simulation library files Altera MF. To import that, you're going to go to libraries, add. This is Altera MF, but Altera MF depends on this, Altera underscore MF underscore VER. So you click that first to have that loaded up, then Altera MF. Okay. Once that's done, design, work, TV ROM simulation. Okay. Once that's loaded, select the signals to add to the wave. Right click on it, add to wave, selected signals. Then click run all, stop. Alright. Zoom in and of course for address 0 at rising edge of the clock I'm getting 8. For address 1 at the rising edge of the clock I get 1. If you take a look at my Quartus file, 81478. For address 2 I get 4. 814.